Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm sitting in my kitchen right now. It's 11 p.m. Emma is asleep in the next room. There's a half-eaten bowl of mac and cheese on the counter that I made for her and forgot to put away. There's a pile of laundry on the couch that I've been meaning to fold for 3 days. And there's a glass of wine in my hand that I absolutely deserve. I want to tell you my story, not for sympathy, not for likes, just because I wish someone had told me theirs when I was drowning and thought I was the only one. So here it is, all of it. I was 24 when I met Daniel at a mutual friend's birthday party in Chicago. He was standing by the bar, laughing at something, and when he laughed, his whole face changed. He looked like someone who had never carried a heavy thing in his life. I was immediately drawn to that. I had always carried heavy things. We talked for 4 hours that night. He remembered everything I said. 3 days later, he texted me, "You mentioned you like that little coffee place on Wabash. Want to go Saturday?" I remember staring at my phone thinking, this man actually listened to me. Do you know how rare that felt? We dated for 2 years. He was attentive, funny, present. He drove 45 minutes in a snowstorm once just because I had a bad day and wanted Thai food. He called my mom on her birthday without me reminding him. He left little notes in my jacket pockets for me to find later. I felt chosen, genuinely, deeply chosen. He proposed on a random Tuesday on our couch with pizza on the table and a rerun playing on TV, and I said yes so fast the word was out of my mouth before the question was fully finished. We got married at 26, small wedding. My best friend Jen was my maid of honor. Before I walked down the aisle, she grabbed my hands and said, "You look so happy, Sarah." And I was. I promise I was. The first year of marriage was good. Normal. Comfortable in that warm, settled way that feels like finally exhaling after holding your breath for a long time. Then I got pregnant with Emma. She was planned, we wanted her. But somewhere between the positive test and my 7th month, Daniel started pulling away. Work trips got longer. He came home distracted. Phone always face down on the table, laughing at texts he never showed me. I told myself, new baby coming, he's nervous, this is just stress. I was so good at explaining things away. It was practically a skill. Emma was born on a rainy April morning. 7 pounds 2 ounces. I cried the second they placed her on my chest. That specific kind of crying that isn't sadness, it's your whole heart breaking open to make room for something bigger than itself. Daniel held her for maybe 4 minutes before his phone buzzed, and he stepped into the hallway. I lay there alone in that hospital bed, still shaking, still in pain, holding my daughter, and I told myself he's just overwhelmed. First-time dads are like this. Emma was about 18 months old when I stopped being able to explain things away. It wasn't dramatic. That's the thing nobody tells you. It's never one big explosion at first. It's 100 small things, 1,000 tiny cuts. He stopped asking about my day. Then he stopped responding when I told him anyway. He'd come home, eat dinner in front of the TV, go to bed. If Emma cried in the night, I handled it. If Emma was sick, I called the doctor, drove her there, picked up the medicines, stayed up. Daniel slept through all of it. When I brought it up, he'd say I was being dramatic, or that I was too sensitive. Or, and this one was his favorite, not everything is a big deal, Sarah. So I started making myself smaller. I stopped bringing things up. I stopped asking for help. I learned to need less because needing things had become its own kind of exhausting. Every time I expressed a need, I had to manage his reaction to my need on top of the need itself. It was easier to just handle everything alone, which is exactly what I did. I handled everything alone while living with another adult in my house. Emma was 3 when I found the messages. I wasn't even looking. His phone buzzed on the kitchen counter while he was in the shower, and I glanced over and saw a name I didn't recognize and a preview that told me everything I needed to know in 9 words. I stood there in my kitchen for a very long time. Then I finished packing Emma's lunch for daycare. I dropped her off. I drove home. I sat on the bathroom floor and I didn't cry actually. I just felt this strange, cold, clarifying feeling. Like when a fever finally breaks. Like something that had been blurry for a long time had suddenly come into sharp focus. Oh, so this is what's been happening. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. When Daniel came downstairs, I was sitting at the kitchen table with my hands folded, and I told him what I'd seen. He didn't even really deny it. He did that thing where you sort of admit something while simultaneously making it your fault. You've been so distant, Sarah. You're always focused on Emma. I felt invisible.